Success doesn't change you, it reveals you. Welcome back. I'm Jo, a wealth and identity mentor, and I help women build the beliefs, the identity, and the nervous system that allows them to step into the next level of their life. And if you enjoy videos about the mindset, identity, wealth, and creating a life that you truly love, then press subscribe and like the video. And let's get into today's conversation, all about success doesn't change your identity, it reveals it. It really does start to bring up the questions and reveals the identity that you already are, not that you wish for. Because most of us think that if we suddenly make more money, we become successful, we buy the dream house, get the promotion, or we've finally reached that goal, we're going to suddenly feel different inside, and it's going to change everything that we've been searching for. We might believe that we're going to feel more confident. We might feel that we might feel more worthy, and we finally feel that we've made it, we've achieved it. But that's not how it works. You can actually gain all the achievements, the qualifications, the titles, all the material things in the world, yet you still feel exactly the same about yourself on the inside, even though you don't want to. Success doesn't actually automatically change who you believe you are. It simply shines a brighter light on the current reality and identity you have. In fact, it often makes those feelings even louder. If your identity is built around believing that you're not worthy of this success, you're not worthy of the wealth or even the happiness, then even when success arrives, your subconscious won't feel safe holding on to it. If you think about it, go back to like lottery winners. How many times we see them, don't we? They win millions, and within a few years, they're back where they started financially. The whole lot's gone. And people often think, well, it's just because they're careless with money. Really? Sometimes that might be true. But underneath, there is something far deeper. Their identity never changed. And their subconscious still believed, this isn't who I am. So without even realizing it, they made decisions, they took choices that took them back to what feels familiar and safe to them. Because your identity is always trying to keep you in what's known. Even when that what's known, that familiar, isn't what you consciously want now. That's why I always say your beliefs create your reality. If you believe you're worthy, you're capable, and you're safe to receive the wealth, the success feels exciting. You enjoy it. You grow with it. You expand, and you'll make space and room for it. You'll prioritize it. But if you believe you're not enough, that you're going to be found out maybe, that you feel a bit imposter syndrome, that maybe you've just been lucky, success doesn't erase those beliefs. It magnifies them. That's why changing your circumstances isn't always enough. You have to change the identity that's creating those circumstances in the first place. For years, I never chased success as I never believed I was worthy of it. I stayed in roles that never had anywhere else to go. They limited my earnings. I couldn't go anywhere with them. I couldn't expand. And it said all it needed to about myself, didn't it? We were always ending up chasing the next thing. I always believed that if I took on something else, I would change. But inside, I never did. My identity never changed. I tried buying material things, buying bigger houses, and moving into them thinking, wow, I've made it. But actually, within a few years, I let go of them. I wasn't empowering myself anymore. I was actually holding on to identity that didn't match what I was trying outside to keep hold of so much. So what I do now is I change the identity before I go after the next success, the next level. So then I become a vibrational match to it. And then suddenly those things match and they become part of me because I've already become the identity. And what do I mean by identity? It means my belief system. Who am I? Who do I believe I am? What do I believe about myself? What do I believe about this world? And until I understand those and I can change those beliefs to more empowering ones, because we've all got limiting beliefs. You've only got to question something that you haven't done before and then listen to what the thoughts are in your mind, because they're going to come up thick and fast telling you and giving you every reason not to do it. And then you're going to question and listen to yourself a bit more. What are they telling you about themselves? What thoughts are coming up that you know aren't empowering you, you know deep down are keeping you stuck, and you know if you had a better belief, you might actually want and take a different pathway and choose and see more opportunities that were already there. So identity is massive. And most people, when they're manifesting, they just do the vision boards, or they just do some affirmations, or they might do a little bit of journaling, but they're not taking on the concept of the identity that needs to change first. And this is the work I do and the work I love to do. And I work with women. My coaching program's online, and I keep this going week after week with the most inspirational women because they have the most outstanding ways of turning up, showing up as their authentic self. But within a week or two, they're somebody completely different. Their identity has shifted. Their beliefs have shifted. Their opportunities have come in differently. They're suddenly starting to remember who they are. They're no longer living through all the disbeliefs, the limiting quotes, the stories they made up about themselves, the feelings they feel from what other people expect from them. They actually turn up as themselves. And that's the most empowering thing I can ever have in my life. Because when you change a woman's identity, you allow her to start creating her dreams and desires for herself. And that's the magic this work does. So if you liked this video, please tick and give it a like, and maybe share it with another friend, because the more women that get to see this, the more empowered we all become. So until next time, with much love and thanks.